Hey everyone, Nick from More Gamers of 40K here with the first episode of How to Cause Chaos, my Chaos Tactics series, where I will go through units in the Chaos Space Marine Codex, provide tactics, my opinion on them, and statistics, and their statistics. Here I'm starting off with the unit that is named after the army itself, the Chaos Space Marine. Your average rank and file troop that will fit almost any role in your army. If you're starting off Chaos Space Marines, I would definitely recommend going with these guys first, because they kind of give a taste of what the other more elite troop choices are like, but they're a bit graded down from them. So you can kind of get a feel for what you like and go from there. So the Chaos Space Marine stats are, he has 15 points, he has Weapon Skill 4, Ballistic Skill 4, Strength 4, Toughness 4, he has 1 wound, he has Initiative 4, he has 1 attack, he's Leadership 9, and he's a 3-up armor save from his power armor. Now the Chaos Space Marines they're just really good at fitting any role in your army. They can do anything, rather than some of the other troop choices that you can't upgrade very much, and it's just they're good at one thing and nothing else. That's not the case for the Chaos Space Marines. Now the Chaos Space Marines, their main weapon is the bolt gun. The bolt gun is outfitted automatically with every guy in your squad, even the aspiring champion. They automatically come with this weapon. And this weapon is strength 4, or it's 24-inch range, strength 4, AP 5, and it's a rapid fire weapon. So it's a pretty good average, it's an average rifle. I mean, it's better than most, like better than the Laz rifle. And it's pretty good at just taking out average infantry, and you know, it packs a pretty big punch, strength 4. You can even bring down some bigger stuff with it. And you can also give them a multitude of weapons that a multitude of better weapons that they can get. Here are some of them. And what you would want to do with these weapons, you need to think, what I would recommend is you definitely need to think of how these are going to be used. For example, I will go through all of these weapons here first to give you the stats for them. This is a plasma gun. The plasma gun is 24 inches, strength 7, AP 2, is a rapid fire weapon, and it gets hot. Here is a heavy bolter. A heavy bolter is basically a bigger, badder version of the regular bolter. It is strength 5, AP 4, and heavy 3. Here is a melty gun, which is strength 8, AP 1, 12-inch range, and it is a assault 1 melta. Here we got a flamer that is a template weapon, and it is strength 4, AP 5, assault 1. Now, for example, when I said you need to think about what you're going to use when you're facing a certain army, for example, the melting gun. Say if I were facing Tyranids, I would not bring this weapon. A melting gun is very good against tanks, because what melta means is if you're 6 inches away from an enemy tank, you get 2d6 to penetrate it. So you definitely want to use a melta gun if you're facing heavily armored opponents with lots of tanks. But if you're not, don't bring this. A flamer is good for swarm armies like orcs and Tyranids. A heavy bolter can be good pretty much against anything. It's just you need to set up somewhere and then, you know, keep blasting away. The plasma gun is very good. It's one of my favorites. It'll blow through pretty much anything's armor, but there's one catch to it. If you roll a 1 to hit, he can hurt himself and perhaps kill himself. So these are the upgrades for the weapon upgrades. These 3 right here, if you have a squad of 5, you can use them. This guy right here, you have to have a squad of 10 to use him. For numbers of Chaos Space Marines, I would use 10 Chaos Space Marines. 10 is enough to get the job done. 5 just doesn't work, and 7's kind of weird. So, and there are also more weapons if you upgrade the squad to 10 members. You can also bring, in addition to this, an autocannon, an autocannon, a missile launcher, and a las cannon. I don't use those because these are just my personal favorites. they are all heavy weapons, and they're very slow, and my playstyle is very aggressive, keep moving, and not really sit back and shoot, which these guys can also do. So if you want to use those weapons, and you want to be sitting in a building, taking cover, and shooting people down from afar, those weapons would be a good choice for you. Okay, so now we got through the weapons. Here, in the middle, we have the Aspiring Champion. He is the squad leader. He is a 15 points upgrade to the squad. He is weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 4. He has 1 wound, and he has initiative 4, 2 attacks, and leadership 10. So, the Aspiring Champion is, if this squad gets under attack, the Chaos Space Marines, they are pretty good in combat. They are better than a regular Space Marine because in addition to their 1 attack, they have a close combat weapon, which gives them 2 attacks. But this guy, he makes it even better because he can take very good close combat weapons, such as a Power Fist, a Power Weapon, and he can also take guns such as a Plasma Pistol, a Twin-Linked Bolter, or a Combi Weapon. My guy right here is outfitted with a Plasma Pistol and a Power Fist. This is what I would recommend, because a Plasma Pistol, you can just automatically pretty much take down anybody with it. Like, for example, other Space Marines shoot that at them, they'll probably die, so you can immediately get one there. And the Power Fist is, if anything attacks you in close combat, you could kill it with this Power Fist. The one drawback to the Power Fist, it is initiative 1, so you are going last, but it hits hard. So I would recommend this loadout for the Aspiring Champion. So those are Aspiring Champions, and lastly, we have Marks of Chaos, the best part about the Chaos Space Marines, in my opinion. You have 5 Marks of Chaos that you can choose from. There is the Mark of Chaos Gory, the Mark of Slaanesh, the Mark of Khorne, the Mark of Nurgle, and the Mark of Tzeentch. What these do is they basically give you extra modifiers to your Chaos Space Marines that make them more effective. For example, Chaos Glory allows your Chaos Space Marines to re-roll a failed leadership test. The Mark of Slaanesh gives you +1 initiative. The Mark of Khorne gives you +1 attack, and the Mark of Nurgle gives you +1 toughness, and the Mark of Tzeentch gives you a invulnerable save or drops your current invulnerable save down by 1. Now the points for these are Chaos Glory for 10 points, Slaanesh for 20 points, Khorne for 30, Nurgle for 50, and Tzeentch for 40. Now, my personal favorite is Nurgle. Why? Because, well, it's extra toughness. See these bolters here? If you're facing an enemy Space Marine player, they will need 5s to wound you, not 4s. So that just makes it that much harder to kill you. The other one I used to use was Tzeentch, but really Tzeentch isn't that good because it's a 5-up invuln, and you're not going to save many of them anyway. And even though Nurgle is the most expensive, I do think it is the most effective. But it depends on your playstyle, really. The Mark of Khorne can give you +1 attack. Now, if these guys are going to be running around in close combat, Mark of Khorne's for you. And then you could also bring Khorne Berserkers, which I will get into later. So it really depends on what you want to do. Sometimes I don't use any marks at all. I mean, if you're short on points, you know, it doesn't matter. These guys are good enough anyway. They make most troops jealous. I mean, they're pretty good. So, you know, the Chaos Space Marine, they're the average, you know, rank and file troop in your army. You know, they're some of the best in the game. I mean, for rank and file regular troops, they're definitely impressive on the battlefield. They can do anything, you know, with their weapons, with their mark upgrades, and yeah, that's it for the Chaos Space Marine. I'll see you in episode 2. So see you later. Thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, and thank you.